Yo, so I want to make a video on how to grow on YouTube in 2025. I want to share a few points I've got on my screen here, which I think will help a lot of people get out the starting blocks and get their first few thousand subscribers. So I see the landscape of YouTube changing a fair bit year to year. I've been on the platform for 6-7 years. I know this is probably a smaller channel as you're watching it now. I have another channel, Wolfpack Adventures, which has over 200,000 subscribers, all about mountain bike content. So I have been around. I'm not just talking about theory and stuff. And I want to share a few things that I'm seeing that are currently working for me and might help you as well. So the first point is long introductions in videos. So I see a lot of YouTubers and creators spend so much time being wasted in the introduction. You have literally less than 30 seconds to grab someone's attention and hook them into your video so they watch as long as possible, really. If you waffle on and start telling people who you are, how old you are, where you're from, why you made this video, and you're not actually getting into the meat of your video within the first minute or so, you're gonna lose viewers. You're gonna lose the average view duration, and if you do that, YouTube isn't gonna show your video to the widest audience possible. So when you're creating your thumbnails, you want thumbnails and titles, the packaging of your videos, to explain very clearly what your video is going to be about. Now, there is a caveat with this. Obviously, if you are, say, creating an entertainment style video, or even some educational videos actually, you may want to have some curiosity and intrigue in there and provoke someone's emotion, right? You want to get the click. But if you don't start getting into the content that they clicked on the thumbnail for, as soon as possible, you will lose that viewer. So that's why I would recommend you keep your introductions as short and concise as possible. Next point on my list is thumbnails, fancy thumbnails. Now, I know that the thumbnail is probably one of the most important parts of a YouTube video, because if you don't get someone to click on your video, they're not gonna watch your video. So thumbnails are super important, titles are also super important. But you don't need to overthink this, and you don't need Mr. Beast style thumbnails, right? Don't try and put loads of text in your thumbnails. Don't try and overcomplicate it and cram so much information in that it actually confuses the viewer completely. Just give them enough to tell them why they should click on your thumbnail and why they should watch your video. Sometimes you don't even need text on a thumbnail. If there's an image that clearly shows people what's happening in your video and what they're going to expect when they click on it, that's all you need. But sometimes you need a bit of an explanation. Sometimes you need a bit of text on there, 2-3 words. You'll probably see text that I use on this channel because that's just my style. But I try and stick to 3 to 5 words maximum. Try and use as little text on your thumbnails as possible. Keep them simple. And I would also try and keep thumbnails 3 points of eye contact. So don't overcomplicate it, like I keep saying. 3 points of eye contact is ample and more than enough to get someone's attention if you do it right. It is an art and a science, and it does take years to master, but just go and check out some of the other top performing creators in your niche and you'll see exactly what I mean and how they are getting attention and how you can maybe model it. My next point on this is fast-paced editing. So you may have seen Mr. Beast videos, you may have seen videos that have really, really fast edits. Now, I saw this as a trend in the last few years because when short form content came around and was really popular, people were consuming short form content so much that it just shows you how short people's attention spans are, really. So people were starting to cater to that short attention spans by making their videos really fast cuts, really quick edits. And in my opinion now, I think things are actually changing, right? I don't think you need fast-paced editing in some cases. Now, it might be your style, so fair enough, but right now I'm sat in this studio flat in Los Angeles. I've just put my camera on the table and I'm just filming. I haven't put any fancy clothes on, I've got no fancy light, I've just got some natural light out the door. I haven't really put much into preparing for this video. So I'm not bothered about fancy stuff, I'm just trying to be as authentic as possible. And if that means having no cuts or very little edit in a video, that's how it is. That's how I would like to make my content. And I would like to attract people who are into that style of content as well. So I don't want to create fast edits in my video to attract a certain type of audience who can't sit and watch a long form video that's longer than 10 minutes long like this one. I want people who are happy enough watching longer form content from me that's unedited and is educational, because this is kind of my next point as well, but it's kind of mingled into one. You've got to remember, YouTube is a search engine, right? It's like Google. People are coming to YouTube for sure for watching entertainment, but if you go in the search bar at the top, it's like Google. So people are searching for questions or searching for answers to questions, and you can use that search bar to see exactly what people are searching on YouTube and tailor your videos to that. So when somebody searches for a specific how-to video or specific question, your videos can answer that specific question. That's one way to grow on YouTube. It's not every single way. That's how to optimize for search-based traffic. Now, entertainment style videos, they will be optimized more for browse and suggested videos, which I'll probably do another video on this, but just remember that YouTube is a search engine. So if you are creating educational content, like I am on this channel right now, use the YouTube search engine or the search bar and actually look at what people are searching for. And this will give you a really good idea of how to title your videos, what to create videos around, what types of videos are actually people are actually interested in. Another tool that I like to use, which is a bit of a plug, and I will leave a link below to this, is a cool tool I use called 1 of 10. And basically, when you're looking for video ideas, you want to find outlier video ideas. And 1 of 10 helps you do this. It helps you find videos that are getting a shit ton of views in your niche, but haven't got that much competition. So you can easily identify maybe what your next video should be about. And there's no need to reinvent the wheel here. YouTube, like I said, is a search engine. It's all about trying to get the maximum amount of viewers on your videos. I'd imagine that's what you're trying to do. And 1 of 10 helps you find outlier video ideas to do that. It helps you find videos that are performing abnormally well for a smaller channels or channels of a certain size, and you can set filters on there as well as to what you're looking for. But I'll leave a link below, you can go and check that out. But just remember, YouTube is a search engine, and if you create an educational content, that will help you out a ton. Now, what about video length? People always ask me, how long should a video be? And my answer to that is kind of a grey space. I would say there is no optimal length of YouTube video. There's no perfect length, because I could create a 5-minute video, I could create a 10-minute video, I could create an hour-long training on something, and they're all going to perform differently because they're going to attract a completely different audience, right? There's people that want to sit and want summaries of answers of videos, which is like a 5-minute long video. Where there's other people who will happily sit with their TV on for hours on end and watch videos on longer form content. And I found that out on my mountain biking channel. I tested shorter videos and super long videos, and the super long videos I found performed actually better over time and made me more money, because people watching on TV is longer, they just have them on in the background, or they just want this longer 1 to 2 hour, maybe even 3 hour long piece of content, versus the 10-minute video that is fast-paced editing as we're supposedly supposed to do. But I think the Mr. Beastification of content is kind of a bit of a fallacy now. It's a bit of an old thing an old way of doing things. I believe people literally just want authentic, transparent content. It's why I sat here and just shot this video like this. I've literally put 0 effort into editing this video or the setup. I've got 5 bullet points on my screen so I know what to talk about, and I'm just trying to give you my point of view and an answer to a question in as transparent and authentic way possible. And if you like that, then I hope you like the other videos on my channel. But yeah, there's a few points of how to grow on YouTube in 2025. Go back and rewatch this video. I think you'll find it useful. Any questions, drop in the comments below. And YouTube's going to recommend some videos up here because it's super clever. You should go and check those out next.